That would be the craziest act of international warfare ever. For the Saudis to be like, I know we've been on peaceful terms, but now we're getting rid of James Gunn and we're bringing back Zack Snyder.
I think I'm probably more excited for this than Doomsday, to be honest.
Hello. Welcome to this podcast today. If you're not usually sure what you're listening to, this is NewWayStories. And my name is Darius. And this is my friend Ben.
And, hello. NewWayStories is a podcast. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Pew, 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 pew.
An American podcast. That was a fake German accent.
An American podcast for Americans only. We actually have listeners in Germany, and they're great folks.
Yes.
Great folks. Absolutely love America. They're always talking about how much they wish they were American.
Yeah,
that's constantly what they're saying.
You are referring to, we had a German guy on like a year ago. Remember him?
Yeah, he was awesome.
I forgot we forgot to check back in with him. I hope you're still listening.
He's still alive. We're just going to believe in faith that he's still alive. NewWayStories is a story about storytelling, and it's about comedy and cinema and all kinds of fun stuff and creativity. So thanks for hanging out. And man, we're going to jump into some fun stuff today. There's some movie news we want to talk about. There's some freaking Stranger Things stuff we want to talk about. And yeah, dude, just hanging out, talking about some fun current events. So
yeah,
thanks for joining. What's going on, Ben?
Not much. I have the Christmas lights going. I don't know if you can tell the red and green.
Dude, it's beginning to look a lot like your mom's basement. Boom, but it's not your mom's basement. You have your own house. You're a man.
I pay for it. I pay for this junk. This is my garbage.
That's cool. It's cool garbage.
Yes. How are you? You are flooding.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually currently underwater. As you see me, I just am really good at holding my breath. No, we do live in South King County, and down here there's been a ton of flooding because of the atmospheric river, which was the name of my Christian ska band back in the day. Atmospheric River, that was us. You can look us up on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music. And yeah, there's an atmospheric river in Western Washington particularly, and it has been like the most rain ever. Snoqualmie Falls is the most volume of water. Someone told me it's the most volumetric pressure. And I was like, that sounds like something from Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to get the quantum tunnel working so we can check the volumetric pressure. I am Iron Man. That's just Owen Wilson, I guess. My Robert Downey Jr. impression is just, wow, I am Iron Man. That's crazy. It's like I'm two different people.
The multiverse.
Wow. I'm Tony Stark. I'm also Iron Man. So sue me. Okay, fine. You found me out. You caught me. Anyway, yeah.
But you're realist. But actually, you're fine.
I'm okay. There's no flooding in my neighborhood. There's a little bit of flooding in the town I live in. People have been okay. They're giving out sandbags. Yeah, we're doing fine. There's no flooding at our house, and we're blessed.
Yeah, I mean, good. If it was hitting my part of the state pretty hard, I'd be screwed right now. I'm literally in the basement. There are there are points that water could easily get in. I'd be done. My
there are
garbage
gaping holes in the walls.
Yeah. But we're good over here. So I'm glad you're doing okay.
I'm glad you're safe. I'm safe from the floods. Are you safe from the shooting and the methamphetamines? Because you live in Yakima.
They don't seem to make their way past a certain street. So if I stay, as long as they don't get bold enough to go past.
Yeah. You're past 3rd Ave and Yakima Ave.
Yeah. That's the hub over there. But yeah, we're doing good over here.
Nice, dude. Nice.
But
everyone's safe.
I know we've been kind of talking about it, especially in the group chat with Jesse when he's allowed to have his phone.
Whenever the baby lets him have his phone. He's got a real Stewie Griffin genius, baby. It's a real menace. Jesse, get over here. What did I tell you about your phone? Put it away.
That's exactly. I actually saw him the other day. That's exactly what he looks like and sounds like.
He looks like and sounds like he's got a football head.
Yeah.
Evil Hey Arnold.
Yeah. But I was telling him about the Warner Brothers and Netflix deal, which I think is best case scenario. Because the last episode I mentioned how I was really worried if those guys from Saudi, because they had it was right when the bidding war is about to happen, and then one of those guys took a picture with Zack Snyder and said, "Big things coming." And I was stressed for about a week.
That would be the craziest act of international warfare ever. For the Saudis to be like, I know we've been on peaceful terms, but now we're getting rid of James Gunn and we're bringing back Zack Snyder.
I think I would take up arms probably.
Trump would be like, we're not going to let it stand. We're not going to let it happen.
Yeah.
We're not going to sit around and let mediocre movies continue to be made. Make American cinema great again.
Yes. But it was so funny. A friend, I wasn't on social media at the time when the deal dropped, but a friend sent me the link to the article and said, the Snyder Bros are about to be so loud this weekend. And I was like, dang.
For those of you who don't know what a Snyder Bro is, just if you're listening, we'll get past this quickly. We won't linger here for very long. But
and we'll talk about Stranger Things.
But the old previous iteration of the Superman movie was directed by Zack Snyder. He made all those terrible, and again, I'm sure he's a great guy. It's just hard to make movies, but he made the Superman movies,
Man of Steel,
Batman versus Superman, and the Justice League. And it was pretty bad. It was pretty awful, the stuff that was going on. And some people
visually impressive. Obviously, he took time with how the shots were.
Yeah, things just didn't pan out. They were bad movies.
Yeah, but they weren't written very well.
Some bad movies are really pretty, just like some bad people are really, really pretty.
Yeah.
And
just some people really fall for pretty things and don't look deeper than that.
Yeah. And so all that to be said, the people who are fans of all of those movies, they are really wanting them to get rid of the new Superman and bring back the old. It's surprising. I know none of you have ever heard this before, but some people don't like new things because they make them uncomfortable. They don't like change and they just want old stuff back, even if it sucked. If you ever worked at a church, you know exactly what I mean.
Oh my god!
And so that's it. It's the fundamentalist Snyder Bros out here who want their old foyer back that smells like pee.
Yeah,
even though they think it's going to bring revival to the church again, but it's not.
No,
it's just going to make people not want to go to the movies.
Yeah, it's so funny how they're like, if it came back, there's such a big fan base, it'll come back. We just need it. And if there was actually a large fan base, it would have not left.
People tell that to the box office, buddy.
Yeah. My gosh. Yeah. It's just they had a small victory in 2021 when Warner Brothers let Zack Snyder re-release his version of Justice League.
Yeah.
And they got really emboldened them. And so they've been kind of on a high, but I think
for 4 years.
Yeah, they've been riding that high for a while.
For 4 years. So anyway, all that to say, it doesn't look like it's happening.
Yeah,
it looks like we're going to continue moving forward, which is what you always have to tell people at church when you're a pastor.
Yes,
looks like we're going to keep moving to the future.
Yes, the CEO of Warner Brothers, pretty much the next day or the day after that, did an interview, and James Gunn, they did a photo shoot and. Pretty much hey, not going anywhere. We're still. I don't know. I don't even know where this rumor started or where they made this up in their head. That
Russian bots.
Probably.
You know what will be the greatest blow to American capitalist democracy? If we convince them all that Snyder Bros will be in charge again. Someone tell the Saudis to buy Warner Brothers, and we will do the rest.
Vladimir, we're still you trying to get the Ukraine deal. Shouldn't we be focused on the war we're currently in?
No, just let Zelensky continue riding around on his yacht. He will do the job working for us.
Meanwhile, I'll be watching Man of Steel
Meanwhile,
2.
This weekend I have to binge all of the Snyderverse. Henry Cavill definitely looks Russian. He's hairy. He's got dark hair. He's got a jaw as strong as the Titanic.
Which, I would if we're doing Elseworlds, I think it'd be fun if James Gunn were to bring Henry Cavill back as Superman Red Son. Where have you heard of that story?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's do
Superman. It's like an altered version of Superman where he lands in Russia instead of America.
It becomes a communist.
Yeah,
and then at the end of that, learns that communism is bad. I feel like a lot of people forget that.
Yeah,
let's not.
Well, he didn't go to school in America, apparently.
Yeah,
didn't go to University of Washington to learn that.
Oh gosh, I'm hitting all the sound effects out of excitement.
All
for
the
that
sound effects. But so yeah, okay. So moving on from that, it's exciting.
So it's going forward. Which the other day we just got the trailer for Supergirl, or yesterday.
Super sick. Yeah.
Which I really love. I think it's. I can tell that it's already visually different, and I think it will be different from James Gunn. But people are already drawing comparisons because it's a space sci-fi adventure, and there's like a rock song playing around behind it.
It does look very Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
extremely. Yeah.
Which I don't think that this director is going to have a lot of needle drops in his movie. Which putting that song, which I think fits Supergirl's.
What was the song?
Oh
yeah. Like all trailers, I don't know who cares. So people are afraid the movie's gonna have great music in it.
Well, I don't think it will. I don't see this director. I mean, there might be a few needle drops. I don't think it'll be at the level James Gunn is.
Sure.
So I hope people aren't, because this trailer seems James Gunn and Guardians of the Galaxy, they go expecting that, which I think it will be, but not. I don't know. Let's just watch this movie for what it is.
Yeah, just wait and watch the movie when it comes out.
It's got me so excited, man. To be honest, and I
the Supergirl trailer is really cool.
Yeah,
it really is.
And I put this on Threads a while ago. I think I'm probably more excited for this than Doomsday, to be honest. Because
I'm not really that. I mean, I'm excited about Avengers Doomsday in the sense that like it's coming out, and I want to see what happens. And I guess there's just that part of me that's never going to die, that when an Avengers movie comes out, I'm going to be like, oh, cool, that's exciting, an Avengers movie.
It's an event.
Yeah, yes. It's like the Olympics is happening. Like, do I care about the Olympics? No. But is it exciting that they're going to happen? Yeah. Will I watch some of it?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm free. Yeah.
I'll put it on.
Yeah, literally. So I'm not expecting. It's just been like so bad for 6 years. Yeah. It's been so rough with Marvel. Like it's not so rough, just different. Like there just hasn't been a hit factory.
And I think they've kind of acknowledged it's been quantity over quality.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, I feel like this and the Green Lantern is probably the most important releases for the DCU going forward, because it's the first project where James Gunn hasn't really had by the balls.
Sure.
And
somebody else is really helming it.
Yeah. And so I think it's very exciting, because I think you could find these interviews that he said that he's even had, as an executive producer in the studio, had some input, but the director's has just been kind of like, I think I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And James Gunn was like, okay. And he just to let.
I'm excited for the movie. What about the trailer gets you amped?
Okay.
If you haven't watched the trailer, pause the podcast. Well, if you're in the car, this is going to be hard if you're listening to this on your commute. But maybe after the podcast, watch the trailer. Or if you can, pause it right now, take a 2-minute break, watch the trailer, and then go back to work and put this back in your ears.
What makes me excited, and James, I don't know why I keep referencing what he's saying, but what I love about that comic is that Supergirl is like the opposite of I mean, she's a good person, but they're good for different reasons, and she's like reluctantly helping people.
Yeah.
And I love that. So pretty much the premise is like this is a little girl trying to seek revenge for the death of her father, and Supergirl kind of gets tangled in it because she's at a space bar, and this 12-year-old girl
finds her and asks her for help.
Not really. I mean, just kind of like this little girl gets in over her head big time, and Supergirl's
I see.
It's like, and so
I see. So this girl needs help.
Yeah.
But she's not asking for it. And Supergirl's like, you're going to die if I don't help you.
Yeah. And so
I just so happen to be one of the two strongest beings in the universe. So I guess I'll help.
and she also doesn't really want to. She kind of is like, I mean, you got this from the trailer. Her brother or cousin is like loved and is like the more famous one, and she's kind of like not as popular or can do it as well as him. And I like characters like that, the underdogs, and they're and so I'm excited for her to be on that journey. I love also a lot of it she probably will be underpowered because I mean they acknowledge it in Superman. She likes to go to planets with red sun so she can get absolutely wasted.
It'll be really interesting because I don't know what they're gonna do with and I don't want to get deep in the weeds on this because it'll be boring for lots of listening people, but like how strong is she if she goes to a planet with a red sun? Is she immediately like she enters the solar system and immediately she's depowered? Like and then how powerful is she? Is she like would you compare her to like how strong Drax is in Guardians of the Galaxy? Is she like metahuman strong, or is she just regular? Because she's fighting on that in that bar in the trailer.
Yeah.
And she's like she's kind of flying.
Yeah.
She's certainly leaping like
larger than a normal woman would.
Like hundreds of feet away, which is extremely not human. And she's like throwing grown men around.
Yeah.
So like it'll be interesting. It'd be interesting, and it would be fun to watch her kind of like not Supergirl strong for some of the movie.
And it's what I kind of wanted out of Captain Marvel, where she's not completely OP, and so it's easier to relate to her and to go on this journey with her.
I like Captain Marvel. I don't think her powers make her unrelatable. I think the fact that in the Captain Marvel movie, they tried to do the fighter pilot thing. That was the big mistake. I've rewatched it. I really like Captain Marvel, and I actually even really enjoy the movie, and not just because of Ben Mendelsohn, but if they tried to do she's a fighter pilot thing, and the fighter pilots are notoriously like unemotional, cool, calm, quiet, like unbothered, in it, whether it's a guy or a girl playing it, it makes for a very boring dialogue driven movie. If there's not a dialogue driven movie and it's just action, then you're like, okay, sick, this is all action. But the Captain Marvel movie was very interpersonally driven, dialogue driven movie, and so she just comes across as boring. And I just chalked that up to like an accident in direction. They didn't know how boring it was going to be.
But I think Supergirl will be very exciting, both action.
Supergirl seems super fun.
Dialogue. It'll also be
I think it looks like it's going to be way more entertaining than Superman.
I had the same thought, but I didn't want to say it. I was like, I think this movie might be better than Superman, which I freaking love Superman.
Yeah, the new Superman movie is amazing. What's it called? Is it just Superman?
Just Superman. Because the 1970s one was Superman, the movie.
Right. Okay, so this is the Superman movie. The movie Superman.
Yeah. So I'm excited for
the Superman.
Yeah. I'm most excited for Green Lantern, but we're not there yet. But one thing that got people nervous a little bit, but I think Netflix is kind of also reshifting the conversation, that it kind of sounded like they would get a lot of these Warner Brothers releases and also release them on streaming, and so it would kind of ruin the theater experience. But which we would do not need, because I think you do need to go to theaters and watch it with people. But something that with like kind of releasing movies, releasing things, Stranger Things, it's like in 3 different parts. And so we got like the first 4 episodes, which we both watched.
Yeah. And I'm planning on seeing the finale in the theater. I don't want to like turn people off with my theater nerding, but like I actually think that the key to saving the theater experience is what they're doing now, which is just releasing stuff that people already want to see in the theater. And it's working. Like The Grinch is out right now. The 25th anniversary of The Grinch is out right now. Are you like, there's a very close to 100% chance I'm going to go see Jim Carrey's like Ron Howard's How the Grinch Stole Christmas in the theater next week. And so release, like, I think Netflix could actually save theaters, but they probably, what they'll probably need to do is start buying actual real theater real estate.
Yeah, I could totally see that happening.
Anyway,
what else is it? It was you had the Revenge of the Sith came out, and I just say Endgame they're gonna re-release it too.
it's probably less like in your face where you live because you only have local theaters there in Yakima. I'm telling you, like every time we go to a Regal, there are 10 like non-blockbuster things that are coming out. The Demon Slayer movie, there's constantly anime being released in the theater over here. There's constantly stuff that's being re-released. The Demon Hunters, K-pop Demon Hunters, they release in theaters after it had already been on Netflix. I think this idea that people have in our minds that like there's people won't go see something in a theater if it's already been released online. Mm-hmm. That is what we have been, the assumption we've been working on. Like we've all been thinking, well, if you can't release it to streaming because it will kill the theater. I think the reality is if it's good enough to see in the theater, people will go see it in the theater, even if it's released for streaming.
I saw, we don't have to get on this. We should say on
sorry.
Netflix.
I should, yeah, sorry.
No, but I did want to hear your thoughts a little bit about the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things. And you kind of went kind of blew up a little bit on Threads. People were liking your response. You want to say what you were?
I don't even remember them. I just like those things for me are also like they're also like in the moment, just like goof off things, and they didn't really blow up. I mean, it was like
a couple hundred.
I think all together,
which Threads is most of Threads.
Yeah.
It was like 300 or 400 people.
I think I posted 3 comments, and combined, the comments have like almost 2,000 likes and responses and stuff. So it was like a little tiny thing, but it was fun. But some guy really like his post was hilarious. He goes, it's also funny because, yeah, I vibe with a certain kind of people on Threads, and it tends to be black church people. Are generally the people that I'm like in the vibe with on Threads. And I don't know.
I wish the audio was working so I could play the praise breakout.
I don't know why it is, but that's just how it plays out. And this dude, he posted a picture of Vecna like looking into the rocks because he can't go into the rocks to get Max. And what's the little sister's name? Holly. And it's a picture of Vecna looking at them and knowing that he can't go into the rocks. And he posted that picture and he goes, I don't know if y'all watch Stranger Things, but somebody's about to testify what happens when the Lord hides you in the rock. It's like from Moses.
Wait, I gotta hit it. Wait. Keep talking and pretend like the music's playing behind you.
When the Lord hides you in the rock, when he turns you around, you think that God's hid his face from you, but God's hid his face for you, because God's not turning you around from your destiny. He's turning you into his destiny. Can somebody say amen this morning? Come on. So I obviously have a proclivity for that kind of preaching. So
is it because you're from the South?
I think it's because I'm dramatic. I think all of those things really relate to like some kind of dramatic talent or gifting that God gives people. And I have a whole other long story about that with like the way the Black church developed and the beauty of like the expression of the Black church in America, all that. But my point is, I do sound like that when I preach, like it or hate it. That's the way I sound, like much more that way in my own flavor. And I just posted a couple comments that were like, what did I say? Oh, because I was like talking about that same episode where Vecna takes her, and as soon as that happened in the episode, Vecna takes Holly to the table, and Vecna's like says like, you can eat whatever you want. I'm gonna bring a bunch of friends here. They'll eat with you. And you're like, this guy's like enticing her with like this food, but he's ultimately going to kill her. And so I posted my comment and I was like, but someone needs to testify that the enemy will take you to the table and promise you a feast. But the Lord will take you in the wilderness and he'll feed you manna from heaven. Someone. So So just like stuff like that. But Stranger Things is good, dude. Stranger Things is good.
I love it. What I appreciate is that I feel like they are not phoning it in for the big finale. I feel like
I agree.
They are. I mean, even I've heard I've talked with a lot of people. I've had a lot of podcast no mics with people. My classic kind of. I have a lot of those. We had one of those the other day.
We did. It was great. Just last night.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, they're just kind of nitpicking some of the dialogue and some of the interactions. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be like that." And I mean, you could probably do that with every season, but like visually and like the directors, the Duffer Brothers, they are giving it their all, and you could tell like every scene is just and every episode is just so thought out and planned out, and you can track it. Even the fourth one, which is like the mid-season, halfway through, big kind of
the mid-season finale.
That last action scene
is nuts.
It was first of all, the stakes were so high. It was so crazy. And I could track and follow along with every single part of it. And every single story I was so invested in. Like I was like sitting in bed with my wife and daughter sleeping next to me, and I was like, my heart was racing just watching it on my phone. And
seriously, dude.
And so they're going big. They understand that a lot of people care about this franchise and have followed it for 10 years.
Oh yeah, dude.
And they're going, and it seems like they're going to deliver.
Yeah.
And and it's not gonna, you have all these other TV shows that kind of have this mystery. Oh, what's going on? It's like, where is it gonna go? And then it doesn't go anywhere. But this one, I could just, they're not. They're trying. They're doing more than trying. They're giving it everything.
I think one of the thing I love about Stranger Things is like, it is a cultural event. And this is one of the things that we talk about in this podcast is like the importance of stories for people and for individuals and for cultures. And I think like it's just a really powerful and positive thing. Like, I'm sure that Forrest Frank is too holy to watch something as demonic as Stranger Things. So I'm sure there's people out there who don't like, and I'm not, if you don't like Stranger Things because you feel like it's like icky and dark,
the scary monsters. I'm not so scary.
I was going to say the opposite. I wasn't going to mock them. I was going to say I get it.
Dude, I was going to mention like this is such light horror. It's horror light. It's like
it's horror for children. I mean, essentially, like it is horror in the sense that it's like scary and it can be violent and it can be dark, but it's ultimately like something that you can let your 10-year-old watch without being like probably too worried about it. I don't know. I don't have a 10-year-old. So my point being, I think it's important for people and cultures to have moments like this where it just unites us. And it gives us conversation. Like it is like it's a joke, the stuff we're posting on Threads, but you get into the comment section of that thread I was on in Threads, and people were like, hey, like this is what I needed to hear today. We're like riffing and joking and posting, but there's also an element of like people actually they're encouraged by those things. And I think that's a big thing. Like when a cultural story event happens, it's Harry Potter or it's the Avengers or it's Stranger Things. It's much better when it's something like Stranger Things than when it's something like Game of Thrones. Where like Game of Thrones, you probably shouldn't watch it. And maybe there's a small percentage of people that should watch it and they're not susceptible to all the pornography in it. But for the most part, I think we should boycott things that are pornographic. And even the actors of the show have come out and said like, yeah, there was a point where we were asking the writers to stop making it so pornographic because we didn't feel like it was necessary for the story. And so when the actors themselves are saying that, it's not just, oh, it's just for story and you're not mature enough to do that.
Stop clutching your pearls.
No, there's like something about that was done like in a unethical, non-positive way. Yeah. And so I'm not judging anyone for watching Game of Thrones. If it wasn't for all the pornography in it, I would watch it myself. It looks really cool. But that was another big cultural story event. And I'm sure that the people who watched it enjoyed all of that, like enjoying it together. But that's what I love about Stranger Things right now. Stranger Things right now is this thing that we're all during the Christmas season, dude.
Yeah.
We're all coming around together to root for Will and root for Elle and root for the squad. And like, that's really cool.
I also think it was like just, I mean, when it started was 2014.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it was, I feel like it was, probably wasn't the start of it, but the first time I noticed like the resurgence of the 80s nostalgia.
Mm-hmm,
and I remember as a kid thinking like, oh, this is probably because the people who are writing this were 10 years old in the 80s. And so it was like the adults kind of got to experience their childhood again, but also like story-wise, like, I mean, this is just like, you could, because it's like horror light. It's still for kids, starring children. I mean, at the time they were children. Now they're in their 20s and have children.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
But like
Millie Bobby Brown literally has a child. It's crazy.
But like it's not just. I mean, sometimes I feel like it could be a little 80s. Becomes a little bit of a gimmick. But like,
sure,
just like the idea of like growing up and that the what it's like to be a kid is like a forever thing. And so it just has the backdrop of 80s, which can help your Gen whatever X millennials. Gen X kind of like
the oldest millennials can barely they only remember a few years of the 80s.
Yeah. Well, it just helps the older parents connect with it. And then also it being about kids growing up, it can hit every generation.
Yeah.
And so
one of the beauties too, like it's interesting because the Duffer Brothers are actually only 40 and they're twins, the guys who wrote Stranger Things.
Wow.
And they're identical twins. They're 40 years old, which means that they were born in 85, which means they don't really remember most of the stuff that they're
just
like
the leftovers of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Which again, there's probably a lot of like, even for me, I remember the early 90s through, like you said, through all the being a broke family, you always have stuff that's 10 years old in your house anyway, right? So I'm sure that's part of it for them, and maybe they had older siblings and stuff, and also all the media that they consumed, the Goonies and the E.T. and the Back of the Future and all that stuff, and the Terminator, and it's so cool to see Sarah Connor in Stranger Things too. But it's also cool because they chose a period of time before the technology boom, before the information boom.
Yeah.
And that was really smart because you get to watch this story without being inundated with what website are we checking? Text someone. Get your flip phone out.
It's always on the radio. It's always on a frequency, and then
Well, and if you notice there's just something special about that in general. Like there's something about telling a story in a world where people don't have access to the information age. That's like really, really timeless, I think, because really, like from the 1920s to the 1980s, like information technology didn't change.
Not really. I mean,
you got TV, but other than that, you've still just got radios.
Yeah,
that's it. Radios and phones. And so there's it's like a timeless thing. And Harry Potter is the same way. If you've read Harry Potter, all they have in terms of technology is radios because it takes place in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, this will be the last thing before we end this episode.
Sorry.
Speaking of things that are timeless, I've been trying to watch Knives Out, but it's just hard when you have an 8-month-old. And one thing I love about that movie, I feel like that movie's kind of timeless. I mean,
I haven't seen it.
Knives Out. Oh, I freaking! It's one of my favorite.
Someone
movies.
ruined the end for me, and so it's been really difficult for me to get like amped up to watch it.
Well, I mean, I've seen it like 7 times, and we're just
it's still
laughing.
good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'll have to watch it.
I
think it's on Amazon Prime right now.
Yeah, it is. What I don't like about the sequel, and there's the other things that I don't really love about that movie, but it solidifies itself in 2020. Like there's a Zoom call.
Way too much.
There's a Zoom call at the beginning of it. Everyone's wearing masks. There's talk of a vaccine, and so now every time I watch it, it just takes me out of it. When I think Knives Out is so I mean, not even just like the story and it just like visually, like it has a mixture of like the different outfits, and none of it is like from a specific kind of decade, and so it's all kind of this weird mix, and so you can't really pinpoint it, and so it can kind of be its like own little bubble, and you can't really like, is this the whatever decade is this now? What year is this? Yeah. And Megan, who I mean is gonna watch this 4 months from now when she finally gets around to catching up, she was like, oh well, the two grandchildren, they call each other alt-right troll and a liberal snowflake. That's a very modern term. But I was like, yeah, but like the two political parties making fun of each other, not like that type of
yeah.
It's gonna be forever, like whatever form it takes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
will it be? I
haven't seen the movie. She's right and you're right. You can be timeless and also have the slip up that's like one line of dialogue. Like I don't know. I don't know how many lines of dialogue are in there between those two characters. Like that's Megan's right. That's a good point. But I don't know if it's timeless or not. If it's only got the one line of dialogue in there, I don't think that ruins the timelessness of it.
I just think the concept of like, oh, you have your two grandchildren, and it's obviously the female is the very liberal one, and then the son, the grandson is the
super funny.
Anyways, Netflix, Warner Brothers, we're gonna get Batman in season 6 of Stranger Things.
Yeah, dude.
Any other thoughts on Stranger Things and the DC crossover before we end this?
No, dude. I think definitely if you can stomach it, and if it's not too spooky for you, go watch Stranger Things, dude. It's so good. It's like and there's gonna be some. We're for sure gonna end. We're gonna end with some political ideology messaging about Will Byers, and he's going to come out of the closet, and that's going to be part of the story. And so if you're scared about that, it's going to happen. And that's the spookiest thing. And if you can't watch TV with gay people in it, it's going to be really hard for you to live in the 21st century. But there is that stuff. And, but ultimately, I really think that the show is a show about human connection and about dealing with your trauma and about loving people as they have to deal with their trauma, and just about like found family and just like finding family and the hard and difficult and beautiful life that you get a chance to live. So I think Stranger Things is really cool and fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. Okay, I think that's it for this week's episode. We'll see you next week. Hopefully we talk about the Muppets and Christmas. I want to hear, because you said you can do a Gonzo, and it's something, because he's my favorite. I've never been able to do it.
I don't think I said I could do a Gonzo. I think I said if I practice for 10 minutes, I could do a Gonzo. What is he? I'd have to watch something.
The great Gonzo will strike again.
That sounds perfect. You sound just like Gonzo.
That's like old Gonzo.
Okay. Yo, y'all still listen to that old Gonzo. I'm on to the new Gonzo.
They're different. Great Gonzo. I can do it. I feel like the one I could probably do pretty well is Ralph.
Ralph. Who's Ralph the dog?
Ralph the dog. Kermit the frog. Oh, sorry about that. 2, 3, 4. Never seen a frog so green have the blues that bad.
That's funny. That's great, dude. Let's do it.
I freaking love the Muppets, dude. I can't express.
Can you get an AI picture of me and you as Muppets for the thumbnail?
Yes.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't be using AI, but that's really funny.
No, it's fine.
I hate AI, man. I freaking hate AI.
Wait. I want to do my Dr. Teeth because I'm going to tell me what you think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know who you look just like?
Who do I look like?
Crap, what's his name? His podcast really blew up this year. He's like the awkward.
Oh my gosh, Rick Glassman.
When you did that impression, it was the craziest Rick Glassman vibe.
I've been getting into him a lot more, and so Cameron actually, he's the first one who told me that, and he's like, "Oh, I saw a clip. I should probably listen to it." And there's a lot of improv, and he has a lot of improv comedians. Yeah. So it's just like 2 hours of just improv of just like nonstop ADHD. and so
It's
he
definitely
likes
right
it.
up my alley. Yeah.
But yeah, I've been getting that a lot. Okay, here's my Miss Piggy. Oh, Kermie. Oh, Kermie. Kermie. Oh,
You gotta-
Kermie.
I think
Hey! Hey! Hiya!
I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun just to do the episode, just for it to be like back and forth. Like I honestly think that's what we should do it on Monday. Is we'll just call it a Muppets Christmas episode.
Yeah.
A Muppets Christmas Carol episode, and we can talk about Muppet Christmas Carol. And I feel so bad Jesse was going to miss this. We should try to see if he can jump in.
Yeah.
But alternate Muppet impressions. Like you do one, and then we judge it, and then I do one, and then we judge it.
It is the wait, let me try it again. The American way. No, I can do the I'm trying to do Sam the Eagle.
Yeah, I know. Here's the thing: is that all of the voices are done by
the same three people.
Yeah. And so you're either doing Frank Oz or you're doing Jim Henson
or the third guy.
Whoever the third ambiguous
guy is mainly
guy is.
Gonzo.
That's funny.
The American way. Oh, I gotta throw in the back of the throat.
The American way.
Yeah.
The American way. I can't do it. Like I can't get like half throat.
Oh my gosh, freaking I love it. I freaking love the Muppets. I could also lock in the Anchorman. I forget who the Anchorman is.
I don't know.
This week on the Muppet. Anyways, well, we're tangent at this point.
No, it's great. I love it.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time, yeah?